Hello everyone, this is Kuroda giving you guys now game 4 in a show match series between KnowMe and Delphi. This is a show match series and I believe KnowMe currently has a 2-1 lead in the series. Should be really entertaining, so to speak, as this is part of the Heart of the Swarm beta. Now, beta, if you guys are watching this now, or recently, yes, there has been a lot of developments and a lot of changes. If you guys are watching this a couple months from now and you say, oh my gosh, that's so broken, most likely there have been some balance patches and balance fixes already. We're going to see KnowMe now make a move down, and he looks like he will be setting up a low ground pylon for that fast expansion. Nothing too out of the ordinary there, as the probe is going to make his way out and do a bit of scouting. Probe will just be able to come up the ramp, and we'll see what exactly Delphi's strategy will be. I believe Delphi's strategy, from what I've seen in the past, has been to go for a spawning pool first, followed by a hatchery. Now, this is, I believe, a Killian Waste, and one of the maps with only 2 starting locations. Walking distances are fairly far, and looking at this map and looking at the gameplay and just the sheer difference between what we see now in Heart of the Swarm beta versus, say, Wings of Liberty beta is absolutely gigantic. If you think about one of the 2-player maps that were out there, a good example of a 2-player map during Wings of Liberty beta was Steps of War, and Steps of War was just simply so small. It seemed like you would walk outside your front door and you were in the, you're in the front yard of your opponent already. Maps have gotten much larger. There is a lot more distance, a lot more space. No more marine worker all-in rushes any longer, as the size of the map has really played into the natural course of the game, playing a little bit more defensively. Now we can see that a probe is dancing around here, taking a look, and I once again apologize for any lag that you guys may be seeing. Oh, a little bit of a nice block there, as KnowMe now gonna be in trouble. Is he gonna actually try to drop a pylon? Yes, he will. And wow, definitely well done by KnowMe, as KnowMe now gonna come back in. And what is Delphi going to do? Delphi is actually going to take this as his first base very quickly. Zergling's already down. The Zerglings have not sniped down this probe. That is a bit of a surprise. The 2 Zerglings should be able to just turn around and take down that probe already. And a drone here is just going to continue to poke away. Once more at the front door. Gateway is now coming down. A second gateway now coming in. The photon cannon was rather late, as the Zerglings may be able to slip by. Is there going to be enough resources, or is there going to be a third gateway? 3 gateways now being added, but there are already 4 Zerglings poking away at this gateway. The gateway, is it going to get canceled? Yes, it does. And now what's going to be happening here? They're trying to just work on this one pylon. Is it going to perhaps go down before this photon cannon is up? No, it is not. The photon cannon does get a hit back off, as this probe now probably in a little bit of hot water. Probe already down to 0 hit points as it gets taken down. Zerglings now trying to slip their way in, and wow! They find the perfect timing to get through, and now able to take down one very low hit point probe. Zerglings going to just start slashing away at this one Nexus. The Nexus is already down to about 25% life. Are they going to be able to get up the ramp? No, it does not look like it. And a Zealot will be soon making its way out. The Zerglings need to be very careful here. They are going to try to dance around here. If they're actually able to get around in a circle and, oh, get a surround on the Zealot. The Zealot, oh, poor micro there. It looks like this Zealot will get taken down. Is it going to go down? There it goes. 4 Zerglings still left, as a new Zealot already being added here. Alright, this Nexus already down to about half life. This is not good. Probes are still being trained. This Zealot is not being chrono boosted. The probe may try to make its way over and get off some damage. Is it going to take down the probe? A new probe is now making its way in as well. This is not looking good. Full hit point probe and shields coming in, getting in that damage. 3 probes trying to make their way in. Is it gonna be enough? Zerglings turning around, taking down a probe. Yes, another probe does get taken down. The Nexus down to 400 some odd hit points, and this is so incredibly close. Zerglings playing ring around the Nexus, and is it gonna work? Is it gonna take down another probe there? The probe, oh my goodness, so close. And wow, that probe will not see a better day, down to 1 hit point and survives. mitigating much of that damage. Zerg is now holding the Zelnaga towers. Delphi was able to get up a very strong drone count here, 37 drones still, as we are going into level 1 weapons upgrades. 2 bases to 3. Production tab does show overlords being added as well. We should see a round of drones coming in. There you go. There was a little bit of supply blocking action as Delphi now hoping to bank on these 3 bases and get very strong economically. Zerglings now poking their way here at these destructible rocks. These rocks will take quite some time to take down, and I'm surprised that Delphi isn't sending a drone around the corner and then establishing this hatchery here. The build time, always very, very important. We are going into a mothership core. Delphi did end up losing one of his scouting overlords. Once again, will be supply blocked as the destructible rocks here have not been taken down. That is a very interesting strategy for Protoss. If you think about this here, when the rocks fall, they can actually deal damage to units underneath. The question is whether or not this gateway here is actually in position to take damage from this rock tower. Let's take a look at this. If I click on the destructible rocks, I don't actually get to see it. So in a replay, Blizzard, please fix this. If I click on the destructible rocks in the game, you can actually see where it lands. For some reason, that does not seem to be happening in the replay here. Alright, I don't know what is a louder attack, a mothership core or a waterfall, but that is a very, very loud attack there as the mothership core sentries and stalkers are attempting to take down these destructible rocks. Zerglings still working away on these rocks down over here. It is 3 bases to 3. Delphi, though, is getting up a lot of gas. Taking a look, we are going into a Hydralisk den, and Hydralisk against Protoss really, really not that effective. Hydralisk only have 80 some odd hit points. Colossi, 2-3 shots are able to take them down so quickly, but it looks like that is not going to be the tech path as we are now going into a Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine being added, destructible rocks here, and now the Zerglings do know that there is most likely a 3rd base. KnowMe going into a very, very heavy gas build, and you can see that he is also running up on 6 assimilators. 6 gas versus 6 gas. There's the Hydralisk now transitioning into a Spire as well. A Dark Shrine will be coming out. Down goes these destructible rocks as the drone finally makes its way in off over here. 76 drones, and that does mean that most likely Delphi will be sitting around 80 to 90 drones here in just a moment, perhaps a little bit oversaturated or beyond Zerg saturation here, 22 to 24. Some drones will be making their way down. There's the double extractor coming in once more from Delphi as the Zerglings and Hydralisks are now on the move. Mothership core is up. Dark Shrine will be added. The Hydralisks do not have that movement speed upgrade just quite yet, and you can see how much damage is being dealt. Hydralisks and Zerglings are attacking, trying to poke their way through. There's some force fields. Overseer, what's going to be happening here? The Mothership core could get taken down. One more shot would do it. There it goes. As the Hydralisks do have a decent range. More attacking still coming in. Zerglings trying to poke their way in as well. Is that photon cannon gonna get taken down? There's a contamination. Nicely done to shut down the weapons upgrade. And the Overseer actually playing an offensive role, now taking down the Cybernetics core with all of these Hydralisks. Alright, robotics facility. There goes the Cybernetics core. And now Hydralisks poking away at those Zealots. The Hydralisks are slightly faster, I believe now. Able to take apart all of those sentries. And now focusing down Stalker after Stalker. This is a really interesting battle here. The Stalker may try to back away. Oh, going after a pylon. Is the pylon going to fall? I don't believe so. The Hydralisks are all going to get taken down there. They do have level 1 armor upgrades. And now we are seeing a transition into Mutalisks and also Groove Spines. Alright, Delphi getting extremely greedy, expanding into his 4th and 5th base all at the same time. The main base should be mined out momentarily, but still, trying to take that many bases is rather risky. Probe is not going to make its way across. Zerglings trying to take down a couple of this gateway here. There's a lot of surface area. Probes are now being transferred as the Mutalisks are now flocking in as well. One pylon powering multiple buildings here. Twilight Council, Zealot Charge has already been upgraded as well, and I believe Delphi is gonna take this game. This Hydraless Zergling strategy working out extremely well, as we now see that another pylon has gotten taken down. Level 2 weapons upgrade looks like it will not complete at all, and that is going to be a lot of lost time. Very, very very well played by Delphi, as the Zerglings are just getting sliced and diced by that Dark Templar. Mutalisk now looking to come in once more. How many operational gateways are there? 7 operational gateways, 6 operational gateways now. That's actually how can that be? Can they actually warp in? Oh, down over here. Here's a whole bunch of gateways that can still warp in. If this pylon goes down, that will be a lot of lost production, as Archons now making their way over. Archons are very effective. Are those Mutalisks gonna back away in time? Yes, they are. No real splash damage. Now trying to split up. The Mutalisks are backing away, pulling back, and coming in forth again. There goes one Archon there. But the Archons are dealing massive damage as a new flock now comes in. Mutalisks don't really care, and there is the GG. Very well played by Delphi, as Delphi has now evened up the series at 2 games apiece. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.